My name is Crystal. I own a travel consultant company planning destination weddings, honeymoons, and other travels based out of the United States. Although that's where I'm from, I relocated to the Caribbean island of Aruba, where I live with my husband and dog for over 3 years now. This life I built at one time was just a dream, but welcome to my reality. Hey guys, today we are back with another video and we are going to be meeting with a local realtor in Aruba to answer some of your questions that you've all been asking about how to buy a house here, what it takes, what the mortgages are like, all that good stuff. We're also going to check out some properties along the way and just kind of show you a little bit of what's out there currently. So we're just waiting for the realtor and we'll get going.
How are you? Everything good? Nice. Okay. Everything good? Guys, you guys ready?
Good. Organic,
It's good when it's busy.
We're starting this tour with Carlos, walking around and seeing some of the facilities available on the property.
The location, you're right across Eagle Beach.
Right.
And as you know, it's a top 10 beach in the world.
Right.
So we come over There's the beach access right there.
Smart.
Let's say you're enjoying the pool, whatever. Hey, let's take a dip on the beach. Also free to do that.
Hey guys, we're here with Carlos. He's a local realtor here in Aruba. So Carlos, why don't you tell us where you work and a little bit about this property and where we are right now.
All right guys, first of all, Crystal, thank you for taking the time, making the YouTube video. My name is Carlos Blanco. I work with Our Property Real Estate, showing you a few units, the buying process here in Aruba. You know, there may be a lot of confusion nowadays.
I think so.
So we're gonna answer all your questions right now. And of course, enjoy the scenery.
Yep.
What do you guys think about this condo unit, the
I think it's gorgeous. I love the property. I love the grounds. I especially love this. They were explaining to us that this is some of the, I guess the most, well, you guys say square meters, but square footage out of all the property. This is one of the bigger outdoor spaces. It comes with its own little plunge pool here.
This one is 1.2 million.
1.2. And look at this water view. Crazy.
That's the $1 million view right there.
Okay, so tell me, in an overall summary, what is the process like for, let's say, a foreigner, an American, a Canadian, someone like that, to buy in Aruba? What would you give as advice? What's a starting point, or just some more information on
Okay, from experience, I've seen that, for example, a lot of people from the United States, they say, but I heard that Americans cannot buy here on the island, but most of our clients are Americans, and so the buying process, every transaction goes through the notary office, and they require very simple stuff. For example, proof of funds, double identification, such as a license or passport, last year taxes, and you're pretty much good to go to buy here on the island.
Right.
You can use both a local bank, or you can use a bank in the States also.
Right, because I've heard a lot of people refinance their own home in the States and pull equity from there and take that cash and buy here, or you can use the banks here. Now, if you use a bank here, is it still around 50% down? You would have to place cash?
They finance, for non-residents, they finance up to 50%.
Right, okay.
A current trend right now in a booming market is the Airbnb. So a lot of my clients, they want to buy to rent. So they come to Aruba maybe once a year or twice a year. they use it, and then the rest of the year they rent it out.
Right, and they have property managers or people that will kind of handle
Yes.
that so that
So
they're not so worried about it.
We have property managers, everything, and they charge, of course, a 20% fee.
Let's say if we place an offer today, what's the average time you would say? I mean, of course things can happen, but to closing, how many months?
It usually takes between 4 to 6 weeks.
So if I put an offer today, in a month and a half, this place could be mine.
Exactly.
That's actually
Yes.
quicker than most of the U.S.
It's not too bad, did you think?
No, it's not horrible, and of course every case is different. If something comes up, you know, in like an inspection or something, it could take longer. But 4 weeks is very unheard of, I think, in the States, unless
So
you're paying cash.
what may take some time is when the notary gives the property the assessed value. So they charge the property tax based on that value. So that's usually the holdup
Okay.
for closing.
Yeah.
Yes. Property taxes are a year are 0.6%. So
really low.
compared to the States, here in Aruba it's $6 for every $1,000.
Yeah, that's really low.
So that's, and when I tell my clients that, they're like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, yeah.
That's the way
one
it is
thing
here in
people
Aruba.
don't get. Now, with a condo like this in the States, we would have something like an HOA fee, a monthly fee. Is it similar here? To use the grounds, you pay a monthly fee?
Yes. HOA, they cover security and the amenities, outside cleaning. So depending on the different units, you have different HOA fees, of course. They can range up to $350 a month, up to $600 a month, depending
Right.
on which unit you have.
Right.
You get an office space. It has 4 towers in total. So you have the Catalina Tower, Eagle, Arashi. Over here you have the pool area overlooking the Aruba seaport. Centrally located, close to everything.
Okay, Carlos, so I see we are downtown now. Tell us, where are we? What's this condo called?
So here we are at Harbor House, Aruba. Very nice views, right where the cruise ships come in. Nightlife across the street.
Very
I mean,
nice.
and the location talks for itself.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I have a funny story about this condo. 2016, I was looking to buy here before I ever lived in Aruba. $130,000 for a studio. How much does the studio go for now, probably?
Now the same 100,000 studio right now is 350 to 400K,
Should have made that fucking investment.
and they just keep
Damn.
going up in price.
Yeah, and it's good. This, for me, in the renderings, was the selling point. The infinity pool with that view. Woo! Yeah, I am wishing I made that investment now.
Although the best time to buy real estate is always 7 years ago.
It's true. It's true. Okay, so 2 bedrooms, oceanfront. I mean, this view is gorgeous. How much are we talking for something like this?
So here, this unit, as you mentioned, 2-bedroom, fully furnished, ocean view, goes for an incredible asking price of $528.
We are in a condo unit, so you get the amenities of the pool and all that good stuff. So how much are the monthly fees?
So the HOA is here covering outside cleaning, security, assigned parking, and it's a total of $680 a month.
Nice. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed when we pulled in. There's a parking garage underneath the property, which is key because there's not a whole lot of parking
Yeah, and
around
downtown
here.
you don't get parking so easily.
So, and of course, walking distance, just so much. You know, you're right here. We're near the Renaissance Hotel. You can take a nice walk down there. One thing I notice here that I think a lot of definitely Americans don't notice is there's not like a big MLS system like we have in the States where you can search every
Yes.
property for sale. So how does that work? Do they need to reach out to multiple realtors? Do you have access to a
So-
lot of that?
Here in Aruba, all realtors, the good thing is that all realtors, they work together.
Great.
So you can have one realtor represent you. with other companies. So for example, I'm from our property, and I could work together from, let's say, for example, a Keller Williams Realtor or a Remax Realtor.
Right.
So there's no problem at all, and there's especially no price increase there at all.
And I think another bit of confusion is you technically don't need a residency permit to purchase here. I mean, if you want to stay here, I think Americans can stay up to 6 months a year.
Yes. So it's 6 months a year, and we can also provide the context if you want to prolong that stay.
Correct.
Some of my clients, they decided to retire here on the island.
Yeah, technically you can just be on a tourist visa for half the year. You can maybe stay 2 months,
They
go
do the
back,
in and
spend
out,
the winter,
yes.
whatever you want. Sometimes I hear people say they need to give up their U.S. citizenship. I never gave up my U.S. citizenship, okay? It's not true. So there's a lot of options. Here in this beautiful gym. We're gonna do a couple more Q&As, popular things that are frequently asked. One thing I always see is, what's this thing when you buy, this is more or less, I guess, a house, not so much a condo, property land and lease land. What is that, and what's the difference that people should know about?
So if we trace back, like, let's say 50 years ago, 60 years ago, the government was giving government land to stimulate the economy here in Aruba. So that's how government land started. But the difference between buying a property land or government land is that property land you can expand and you can build as you wish. For example, with government land, you can still do that, but you need to ask for permits.
Right, okay.
From the government first, and then you can expand.
There's like a yearly fee with the government land?
Yes, you have your yearly fees. Of course, they range from property to property.
Right. Listen, buying in Aruba is a good investment any way you look at it. That's how I see it.
No, same here.
Yeah. Okay, so over here is the Renaissance. Then we have the Ocean Suites. And way over there is Renaissance Island, where you see the flamingos. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this video up here. Thank you, Carlos, for showing us around. It was a really interesting day learning more about real estate in Aruba and seeing some properties. If they want to contact you, how can they find you?
Yes, we'll put some description below. If you have any questions, please feel free to put in the comments, and I'll make sure to get back to them.
Yeah, definitely. This is your guy. If you're looking for any real estate in Aruba, talk to Carlos.
Thank you.
See you guys next time.